Hi guys, I'm Tom. I'm the course manager for the second years of the Digital Games Design and Development course at Havant and South Downs College. I'm just going to talk to you a bit about sort of equipment we use on the course and some of the gear that we have and that you'll be using if you come to study with us. So I'll start off, obviously we have our souped up gaming PCs. These have got 32 gigabytes of RAM, they've got i9 processors in them, they've got NVIDIA GTX 1660 graphic cards, so they really are sort of top spec, for this sort of style of games design PCs that we have, and they're very, very quick. And obviously we have a lot of your work will take place on these computers themselves. If you come over to here, then we have our TV screens. Now these are obviously HD quality, and they are touchscreen as well, so it allows us sort of the biggest amount of interactivity that we might want to. It allows me to sort of teach, interactively with the class and get them up and touching the screen and sort of answering questions that way too. And if you want to sort of come over to here, we have some of our equipment. So I'm the sort of audio specialist on the course. So, this is all my audio gear, which is sort of quite good stuff. So we have our sort of top of the range HS8 Yamaha speakers here. When I'm demoing things and when students want to play things back to the whole class. Obviously we have our headphones here, which we have Sennheiser ones, which are brilliant. And each student will be able to use them within the class and take them out afterwards. We have a selection of microphones, from USB Blue Yeti ones to some large and small diaphragm condenser microphones, which I'll show those up to the mic. Lots of different types for different purposes, and some shotgun ones, mini shotgun ones here. Then we have our H4n Pro digital recorders. You can go out on location to record things on these. And what we'll be doing with all this sort of stuff is we'll be recording sound effects, some Foley sound effects. So you'll be doing these physically, recording them, you'll be putting them into games and videos that you'll be able to see. Obviously then we have our PlayStation. We like to have the best or the latest games consoles if we can. We've got PS4 at the moment, we're looking to get PS5 hopefully by the time you guys can get it hopefully. And then also we have some games, that we have some of the latest games here that you can play, and also that you'll be able to sort of use as references for research and things too. Okay, I think that's pretty much in here. So what I'll do is I'll lead you through to the studio next, which is where all the sort of practical work happens. If you want to follow me up through. So this is our studio room that we have available to us, and there's lots of things that will go on in here. Well, lots of courses, but specifically for our course, I like to use it for audio recording sessions. So you can see we've got our microphone setups here with our leads and everything, and we use it for some Foley recording. So we're recording sound effects. So for example, a student might want to record some footsteps on some leaves. So they've got the footsteps down there, and what they'll do is they'll watch the screen with the game on it, and then they'll do some footsteps like this, record it onto our recording device up here, and then they can obviously use that to put it into their games or to give any other evidence that they need to. Obviously there's also cameras available here. We've got the green screen for whatever they might need in terms of visual things as well. So there's lots of real options you can use this room for. It's a nice quiet room, a good space, a nice size space with obviously a computer in it as well to be able to do whatever they need to. So that's really the equipment we have on the course. There's also, I'd like to talk a bit about what sort of other things happen on the course. So we like to do as many trips as we can. We're always up for some ideas if students have them. But for example, last year we went to the EGX Games Expo in London at the Excel. It was brilliant. It just showed all the new games that are coming out. Students got to have a go at the new Avengers game before release, and lots of other different things. And there was all retro games consoles and things as well, which students got to go on, which is really, really good. We also went to a visual effects festival at Bournemouth University, which was linked with those guys. So they got to have some talks from some professional games production professionals who were actually working in the industry at the time. And also they talk about how you get into the industry, how they created specific games. It was the Jurassic World Evolution game. There was designers for that, and also some of the Battlefield games as well. And they're so we've been on those two trips. We also are looking into doing some esports competitions as well. So you'd actually be able to potentially take part in some competitive gaming at the college, whether that's in the classroom, because those PCs are sort of spec'd out for that. We also have some links with Chichester University, who will hopefully we could be able to play with those guys who have the esports course there as well. So that's all the stuff we have here. We also have lots of different software that we're using throughout the year. So in terms of my audio side, we'll be using some of the Adobe products like Audition to edit the audio to make sure it sounds crisp and how you exactly want it to sound. We also use the game implementation middleware called WWise, and that's literally about putting the audio from the recorders and from these files and editing into the game, making it playable and interactive. Then from the visual side, we've got Adobe Photoshop, where we'll do lots of pixel production and lots of advanced techniques with those. And we'll be doing some, in the second year, some 3ds Max, and that's obviously about 3D modeling. So we'll be making 3D assets for games and characters, hopefully eventually. And then you've got the programming side, so that will be programs like and softwares like Unreal Engine and Unity, Visual Studio, and all the sort of latest games engine softwares where we'll learn about coding. And I'm sure there's many, many more that you'll sort of discover as you go through the course. So you can see we've got lots of different equipment, lots of interactive, fun stuff that you'll be able to have a go with and get on with. And yeah, we look forward to hopefully seeing some of you here.